Welcome to Movie Complex. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the latest Quibi show reviews. Now let's get into the review. 50 States of Fright is a horror anthology produced by Sam Raimi and debuted on Quibi April 6, 2020. 50 States of Fright features scary stories from every state. This part of the series shows us stories from Michigan, Oregon, Kansas, Minnesota, and finally Florida. Instead of reviewing each episode in order, I wanted to jump straight into my favorites and why they're my favorites. My favorite episodes are Gray Cloud Island and America's Largest Ball of Twine. Minnesota's story is called Gray Cloud Island. It's about 4 pledges who are taken to the middle of the island for a Kappa initiation ritual. They soon find out that this ritual is far darker than they expected. The reason I love Gray Cloud Island so much is because it has not one but several superstitions in connection to the island, and they all really intrigued me. I would love in the future if the director would explore some of those urban legends and bring them to life. The state of Kansas has a tale called America's Largest Ball of Twine. It's about a mother and daughter who stop in a small town to see an attraction called America's Largest Ball of Yarn. It may look and sound boring, but it really draws the daughter in. The reason I like America's Largest Ball of Twine is because it features a strong female protagonist that doesn't take no for an answer, she can think on her feet, and fights for what's hers. Michigan's tale is called Golden Arm. It follows a married couple whose wife is horribly disfigured in a terrible accident. Upset and disfigured, she commissions her husband to make her a golden arm, but it comes at a deadly cost. For Golden Arm, there's 2 things that I really didn't like about the story. One was the fairy tale narration and visuals that they used to tell the story with, and second was the wife's character. She was so vain and so materialistic that I really disliked her to the core, so much so that it took away from the story. Oregon's tale is called Scared Stiff. It's about a stranger who begs taxidermist legend Sebastian Kempner to restore a strange animal he hit on the side of the road. Once Sebastian sees the animal, he knows it will be his greatest masterpiece. But his greatest masterpiece just might be his greatest mistake. I really like Scared Stiff, but not as much as I did my favorites, only because it was so short. I mean, it's not much more that they can do with the material that they were given. Our last and final story is from Florida and is called Destino. It's about 4 officers and what happens when they receive a call about a stolen goat. Their body cam and surveillance footage show us what really happened at the scene. I feel like Destino could have been one of my favorites, except 2 things ruined it for me. One was the fact that we needed some backstory to explain some of the events that happened before the story took place, and then I felt like we needed some exposition to explain Latin mysticism, because if your viewer feels like they need to go to Wikipedia to have Latin mysticism explained to them, then you really dropped the ball. I give this show a 6.5 out of 10 only because I enjoyed 2 of the 5 shows that were in this anthology. I feel like this show really has the potential to grow over time, because if they get the green light, they'll have several seasons to give fans before they tell stories for all 50 states. Plus, with some better crafted storytelling and writing, horror fans could really get into this show. Now, I do recommend this show to horror fans that are looking for something new, love anthologies, and love them some gore. I would not recommend this show to anyone that is not a fan of anthologies and is not a fan of gore, because it can get pretty gruesome at times. What did you guys think about 50 States of Fright? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Want more Quibi reviews? Why not check out the Movie Complex Quibi review playlist in the top right cards or in the description down below. Or you can check out our sister channel, So About Yesterday, where Clifton has some awesome reviews. If you missed the intro, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified on new content. When do I post new content? Every Saturday. Next week, I'm reviewing Free Rayshawn. This is Movie Complex, your place for bite-sized Quibi reviews.